Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is DFree. Here today, we are using the Master and Student Bond category, but we are doing it in a different kind of way a little bit. It's just Gohan and Trunks cards, Future Gohan specifically. Obviously, there weren't a lot of Future Gohan options. There's not much you could really do. Super Saiyan and Base is all you can really do, but with Trunks, we had a ton of different options. So I just kind of put it together. So if you guys enjoy, of course, hit that subscribe if you are new for more content. Let me know in the comment section down below what your opinion is on both of these characters, what your thoughts are about their relationship, and what was the most epic moment for you from that special, the History of Trunks special, and then also what was the most, I want to say, tragic, but obviously that one is pretty straightforward. Let's say relatable moment. If there's anything that happened in there you can relate to, let me know. So that being said, we're going to be going through with this team versus the Dragon Ball History event. So I'm going to start off by putting this man in the front spot and going from there. We're going to go here, and last little bit, we're going to get this blue. So overall, though, my opinion, and just kind of answer my own questions, right, is, or at least what I can off the top of my head, because I didn't really think my answers through. My opinion is on Trunks. I enjoy Trunks. He is obviously a huge catalyst for the second portion of that pre-time skip DBZ, where we're in the Android area, of course, because he comes back and everything gets kicked off, right? I like him. And in Dragon Ball Super, I'm a huge fan of him, too. I really liked him coming back. And some people have their opinions on it, call it like an ass or whatever. Like, him getting all those forms, whatever he did, I think it was still cool to just see him come back, to be honest, and play a big role in that part of the story, right? As far as Future Gohan is concerned, I think Future Gohan is a character that relates, obviously, mainly to this Trunks, so he doesn't really have a lot of integration with the main story, obviously, even though this Trunks himself has integration with the main characters because he's done the time-traveling thing. For Future Gohan, he's a little bit interesting. Like, a lot of people look at him like, okay, he is the most badass, epic version of Gohan, right? And he's what a lot of people wanted Gohan to be, but that doesn't really pertain to me. I don't really, badass Cerebro doesn't, honestly, it doesn't really resonate with me. I don't really care about that. I know it's a show about fighting, and it's cool to see the fighting, but that also is not all I really care about either. So that brings me back to more present timeline Gohan, and I've explained this in a bit of different scenarios. That's actually my favorite Gohan, because Future Gohan to me, even though he has a tragic, outcome and all that stuff, and I can understand what they were doing there and also the premise of the character, right? To me, he feels almost like a faulty version of Gohan, for lack of a better term. Please don't get upset. Just because the main timeline Gohan is not a Gohan that had to go through all of that and got to really be his true self, right? Even though that's him not really fighting and people don't like that and stuff like that. And again, it's because of the time he was in. He was cast into a role that he didn't even want to be in, but this is pretty cool. He was forced to be in, right? And that was always Gohan's thing anyway, early portion of DBZ, especially early portion of DBZ. But that's really his character trait anyway. He's always a character that never really wanted to fight, but always was pushed into it and basically forced to. So in that timeline, the Future Trunks timeline, this guy is forced into being pretty much the lone savior of that time. And he's unsuccessful, but he still also has a protege who he's training, right? And he obviously dies this tragic death. So I can understand it. So it's not a knock when I say that just because he didn't get to be what he really wanted to be, which is our present timeline Gohan, that doesn't mean he's bad, excuse me. It just doesn't really sit with me, right? It doesn't really sit with me the same way, but he's still Gohan nonetheless, so I love him, right? And some people will look at our current Gohan and like, bag on him because he does stuff like Great Saiyan Man, and he's nerdy and he doesn't really want to fight in a show about fighting, right? The only characters really among the Saiyans, just for the record, that really care about fighting is Goku and Vegeta. Even Goten and Trunks, while they're kids, yeah, they care about it a little bit. But the end of Z portion might get retconned, where Goku and Vegeta basically have to force their teenage sons to even fight anymore in that last tournament, right? So they grow out of it. They don't care, right? And I'm not even going to bring GT into discussion. But people look at Gohan like, oh, he's a nerd, this and that. I don't like Great Saiyan Man, this and that. But for me personally, man, I really can resonate with that. and I enjoy that version of the character. The Family Man version, do I wish Super used him more? Yes. Yes, I do. I wish they wouldn't have waited, like, what is it, 60 episodes to really make him relevant? And tease him in the Trunks arc, by the way. They teased him in the Trunks arc. And then he shows up at the very end, and he's like, man, I wish I knew about this. You know? Like, come on, don't do that. So that's just it. That's how I feel about this stuff. Back to the History of Trunks movie, or special. It's not a movie, but it's a special, an episode special. Yeah, if you didn't know that, now you know. I think, it's been a while since I've seen it, if I'm being honest. It's been like 3 or 4 years. I think that I can't really relate to anything in particular off the top of my head. But my opinions on it is that it's probably my favorite special overall. Anime special. I think it's my favorite. Maybe the Bardock stuff? Nah, there's not really too many specials in the first place. Only other ones that really come to mind are like Yo Son Goku, which I don't really care about. I mean, that was special for what it was, for it pretty much signaling the return of the series in a way. But I don't really care much about it. And not much that comes to mind. There's more, obviously. Not much that comes to mind. So, yeah. Long 6-minute soliloquy out of the way. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that discussion and obviously joined in on it. And again, I've explained my stance on it. So, for me, main timeline Gohan is my favorite. I love Great Saiyan Man. I love Orange Star High School Gohan. I love everything about our timeline Gohan. I love that he, honestly, if I'm being honest, like, full-on, most relatable thing for Gohan for me is, not only is he, like, a family man, has a daughter, which is awesome, because that's me, literally, but, like, he got to achieve his dream. The first thing he says in DBZ, and you can say, oh, Chi-Chi, this and that, but the first thing he says is, hey, I want to be a scholar, when he meets Bulma, Roshi, all them. And he's still pursuing that, and he pretty much achieves it in Super. This is perfect, bro. That's perfect. So to me, I love it. I love it. I love it. So yeah, but Future Gohan's still pretty cool. He's pretty cool. And I have more opinion on him other than he's kind of like a faulty version of the Gohan he's supposed to be. And again, that's not a knock. It's just the reality that was forced on the character. I have more opinions on him, but I don't want to spend 20 minutes because I could spend forever. So let's get back to actual Dokkan because I haven't even been paying attention at all. I've just been clicking buttons and going. This is why Dokkan is the ultimate, after you've chose your team anyway, brain dead game for the most part. I don't have to pay attention. I can watch anime, I can do whatever, and just go, right? Obviously, you have to pay attention versus SVR and stuff, but you get my point. So this guy's been doing a bunch of additional supers. Oh, okay, that was kind of weird. The link skills were over this Future Gohan at the bottom. He's been doing additional supers and stuff throughout this whole time, so he's going to stack attack through that, right? He no longer is a support unit, which I do dislike how he gets rid of the support passive. But he's pretty good. He's actually a really good unit, and I want to do more videos with him as a hybrid Saiyan leader and stuff primarily. This is a hybrid Saiyan category, yes, but it's not, right? It's not me using the hybrid Saiyan category, even though they're all hybrid Saiyans. And he will finish it here. Yeah, but he's the guaranteed super is only versus an android, so obviously there's a little bit of a misrepresentation of the character, considering he also stacks attack. So there's that. And he has the full passive and everything throughout this. He'll probably get close to 4 million towards the end of this. The Rainbow one probably would more likely do it. If I recall correctly, we started off with horrible rotations, like stuff way out of line and way out of order. We started off with some really bad sets that I had to organize. We're going to get the Dokkan attack here, and we get a guaranteed additional if he doesn't finish it. How much will you tank the special beam cannon? 46. Okay, not bad. Misitier. All right. Okay. Oh, what? I clicked that one. I clicked it. Dog, I clicked it. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, if you guys enjoy, and you are enjoying, hit the thumbs up. And then subscribe. A little different. I don't know. Weekend chill vibe. I don't know. Additional coming through. This one's getting close to 3 million. So mine's out one dupe, but he's not even fully soul boosted. Soul boosted? Legends? Really? Transforming Future Gohan just sung or resonated with Legends for me for some reason because I've been using him over there. Forgive me. He's not fully done in the potential system for where he's capable yet. He only goes to like 69, I believe, maximum, and he's not there yet. He's at. We'll check him in a moment, but he'd obviously be a lot more powerful on this setup if he was. It's not a huge deal. I kind of hope this guy doesn't beat this, so I can set up. Don't initial. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'd like to get this guy with another super attack really quick. And the next time we see this future Gohan, he'll actually have support, so he'll be really powerful. So the friend is actually at 100, while mine is at 33%. So actually, mine being at 33% is pretty impressive, the attack stat he's having. The attack stat's pretty impressive, man. Pretty impressive. He was almost 3 million. 2.8? Yeah, that's pretty impressive, bro. Cell, stop with the special beam cannon. We understand you can do it. Stop. This one's at 3 million. Yeah, I think this one might have been the one that was in a really bad spot rotationally. One of them started, I don't know. I think they both showed up and I had to float one. I think that's what happened. Anyways. All right, so I'm going to float you. And future Gohan linking with himself. Yes, you can do that when cards are transforming units. It's really weird, but it works. It works with all transforming units. And we'll go here because we get a 12 key. 12 freaking key super. No support for my Gohan. Where is his attack stat at? NES type advantage. Where's his attack with no support? 2.6. Not bad. Not bad, bro. This is again, it's a misrepresentation a little bit because he's doing double supers every turn and he stacks attack. So take it with a grain of salt, if you will, but he's still doing pretty awesome. And this is why I definitely wanted him, because again, regardless of how much I don't really like this Gohan version in relation to other Gohan versions, I still really wanted him because he's Gohan. And you guys know Gohan's my second favorite character in the series behind Krillin only. So Gohan's basically my favorite character. I wanted him. So I'm really happy that we got him. In fact, we got 2 in that one video, in fact. Let me know if you guys saw that video, by the way. The Zeno summon animation video. Or did you just go to the Zeno summon and leave the video? Did not actually watch the summons? A lot of people do that. I'd appreciate it if you did it. I understand if you don't have time, but finish it when you do. Just saying. Just saying. All right. Wow. Oh, 3.5. Wow. Wow, okay. He will definitely be close to 4 million. Yeah, definitely close to 4 million. Which happened in my private server showcase when he came out. It was close to 4 million, which is a pretty awesome attack stat. Even though, again, he does stack, that's pretty awesome still. Okay, we're going to get that, and we'll get these purples for that super with the Trunks. SS3 Trunks is an incredible tank. This one's at 3 million. Not bad. Not bad at all. I'll take it. Additional? Oh, yeah, that's right. He does it. I mean, crit, by the way. Crit, maybe? You actually need the dupe for the crit. Oh, I didn't use the new Trunks because he doesn't have any dupes. And his name clashed with the other Trunks that I wanted to use, if you're wondering. I do own that new Heat Dome Attack Tech Trunks. I just didn't use them. Again, no dupes. I'll get them eventually, so I'm not really going to chase them. No, for a fact, eventually I'll get a dupe. At least one. Okay, so SS3 Trunks is going to tank pretty well versus a super. Let's see. That's actually an AoE attack. The good news is it doesn't hit all my units. He's blocking, so he's perfectly fine. How's Tech Trunks doing? I'll transform him. You know, if I'm being honest, which that's my new favorite phrase, even though I like literally never lie in my videos because there's no reason to. It's my new favorite thing to say at everything. I never transform this guy. I hardly ever use active skills, to be honest, at all. And there's no real reason for the most part. I just don't. I just rather just go, you know. At least for this guy, though, the reason I don't generally transform him is he gets so much worse defensively. He's nowhere near as consistent. He doesn't get worse. He just gets far less consistent. And his change is only for one time, right? So his defense, I don't know what it was at just a moment ago, but I've had him versus the Goku event at like 1 million defense. I transform him, and then he's sitting at maybe 300,000 with a good number of orbs, right? So it's just, that's not consistent enough for what I would like. So he's at 124,000 defense right now. and he can definitely be better than he winds up being when transformed defensively. He goes all offense, and the same happens to Zamasu. And the Trunks is good offensively because he gets type effective. I do wish he would change more than once, though. His orb changing thing, it would be incredible if it was more than once. But at least the type effective is good. Oh, the crit. That was epic because we actually really needed it. This is the epitome of Gohan and Trunks right here, right now. Even have the Trunks music playing. Let me turn it up. Let me turn it up. Finish it. No additional, no. Oh, the other Trunks. The other Trunks can beat it. Maybe. We'll see. That's going to do a lot. Like over 150, I think. Oh, 200, yep. Ah, he didn't finish it. Oh, by the way, a big reason why Trunks gets less consistent when you transform to that form is because he actually has 2 separate stacks in this form. So the super attack stacks do sustain and transfer when he transforms, but this stack doesn't. He gets another 80% here. So it's like there's a lot. He's got 200% defense at the start of the turn. So that can only be really combated by a lot of orbs for the other one, pretty much. Who I believe still has some. No, his is just, it's 20% attack and 10% defense. Well, let's double check. 30% and 10. There we go. Can you? God, that always happens. I always forget this. Well, joke's on him, because we're going to get a super powerful future Gohan here, who's even going to get an ally attack boost from this Trunks' super attack. All I need is for Trunks not to beat it, and we're good. That's all I need. And if not, future Gohan next turn probably beats it by himself, the other future Gohan, without support, because I just used the Bulma item too. He probably destroys it. Don't. Thank you. Let me see this attack stat on this guy. Oh, you healed. Nice. 4.4. All right. Let me see. Show me some. KO him. Thank you. I honestly actually kind of would have liked to get an additional there to see it, how strong he was going to be. All right, final phase. You can lock the AGL one. That's fine by me. He's good defensively for the most part. He needs the chance to stack again, I guess, but he's pretty good. Sorry, Tech Trunks. I will not be giving you those. I will be healing up again. And I'll go here. And boom. Few orbs for him, so he's not going to... Okay, there's a super in the front spot. Perfect. Block it. There you go. Yeah, he's fine. SS3 is fine. And this might very well be our final turn. So again, thank you all for your support. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe if you are new for more content. And I'll catch all of you in the next one. When you end the video early, accidentally end the video early. Man, I had more faith in these units. Peace out, everybody.